It's Saturday, March 8th, 2025. I'm TC Kirkham, and this is the Kirkham Report. Greetings, everyone. Welcome to the Kirkham Report for this week. I'm TC Kirkham, TKR VC. Got some news on what's going on here. We've got, as you can see, a ton of things back here and more, and all of that is coming up right now. Not surprisingly, a lot of what I have to show off today comes from my pals Don and Mary over at Two Hip Chicks during their auctions, whether it's on Whatnot or with New England Cajun Roots Reseller. They've been going crazy. Their prices are insane. Sorry, I couldn't resist. I got two 45 pile-ons, massive CD pickup. Let's get started here. All of these for $5. These are all VG or better. And they're all just randomly thrown into a pile during their Whatnot sale on Tuesdays at 7. This first lot includes Looking for Love by Connie Francis. That includes the picture sleeve. Wonderful. Oops, this is all flipped over in the wrong way again. I always do that, so let's do that. Flip it over here. Diamonds, Herb Alpert, also in picture sleeve. That's with Janet Jackson, of course. I Can't Stand Myself When You Touch Me, James Brown. Okay. Now, of course, be aware, some of these I sometimes have. A lot of these I don't know when they're older, and I have people tell me, oh, you really got a good one with that one. In the Banana Tree, the Mills Brothers on Decca promo. Baby Please Come Back Home. I'm having a hard time reading the artist. They really did the label. I don't know Groovesville Records. I think it says J.J. Barnes. I can't read it for sure. I'll have to get my magnifier out. There's Something on Your Mind by Baby Ray. This is an Imperial promo. Long Stroke by the ADC Band. Classic from the Fifth Dimension, Working on a Groovy Thing. Bloodstone, Natural High. That one comes with a London company sleeve. I don't have very many of those, if any of them. That's cool. What the World Needs Now Is Love by Polly Bergen under the musical direction of Jack Marshall. I didn't even know Polly Bergen sang. She's an actress. I didn't know she sang. Really early stuff, and I'm assuming because the spelling is the same, that this is the same person. Your Love Made the Difference in Me. This United Artists label was around in the late 60s and early 70s. This is by Patty Austin. I didn't know she was recording that early. I'll have to check that out for sure. More. Andrea True Connection. I have that. You guys have been hearing it a lot on Saturday Night Disco Party. Angel, Johnny Tillotson. McNamara's Band, and a medley of hits from Guy Lombardo and his orchestra. Guy Lombardo, okay. Sick and Tired, Fats Domino. This one I've never seen. It's obviously a later one because it's like from the late 80s or early 90s. This is Guitars Cadillacs by Dwight Yoakam. Never seen this reprise label before. I didn't even know they were making 45s back then. That's crazy. This is a reissue. Love's Theme, the Love Unlimited Orchestra. This is on Casablanca Timepieces. Casablanca picked up 20th Century Records in the mid-90s, so this is quite old. Also has Satin Soul on the back. Both of those have featured prominently on Disco Party. Midnight Confessions, The Grassroots. Breaking Up is Hard to Do by Jivin Jean. And this does not appear to be the same song. It does not credit Neil Sedaka as the writer, so this is not the same song. And this has made the Radio Retro Countdown a couple of times. It's a spoken word with chorus. Once You Understand by Think. This was a hit twice, in 1971 and 1974, I want to say. It was basically anti-Vietnam War, you know, try to get yourself together and stuff. The second pile-on includes, let me make sure I got it. No, these are all wrong again. Let me flip them around. So that we get the right things at the right time. These Foolish Things by Earl Bostic and his orchestra on King. One of my favorite songs when I was 3 or 4. Up, Up and Away, The Fifth Dimension. Sideshow by Blue Magic. Wonderful mid-70s R&B there. Rambunction and Margie Parts 1 and 2 by Harold Betters. I do not know that one. Atlantic Oldies series, Rainy Night in Georgia and Nothing Can Take the Place of You by the immortal Brooke Benton. Love this guy. I've said that a number of times. The guy is an incredible vocalist. Hope We Have and I'm Gonna Miss You by the Artistics. I almost thought it said the Arthretics. I'm like, oh, okay. A little bit of label wear is causing a problem there. House of the Rising Sun, The Animals. I've got several copies of that from Don and Mary over the years with MGM sleeve. She's Just My Style, Gary Lewis and the Playboys. A Summer Song and No Tears for Johnny. Chad Stewart and Jeremy Clyde. They would later be known as simply Chad and Jeremy. This is on World Artists Records. Travis Wamick, How Can I Tell You, on Fame Records. Is another one of those rare labels that didn't last very long in the late 60s, early 70s. I believe Curtis Mayfield owned that. The More I See You and You, I Love You from Chris Montez. Here I Stand, Wade Flemons. I'm a Man, the Yardbirds. Everybody Makes Mistakes Sometimes, and That's Good Enough from Roy Arlington. Suffice Records, S-A-F-I-C-E, never heard of that label. A promo, distributed by Atlantic Records. This says plug side, so that was obviously the A side. Classic from the early synth pop 80s. Always something there to remind me. Naked Eyes. Why Can't We Live Together? Timmy Thomas on Glades, one of the many, M-A-N-Y, many, M-I-N-I subsidiaries of TK Records. Mucho Money and Conga from Miami Sound Machine. That was their big hit. There's the sleeve it comes with. Give Me the Night, George Benson. I had this single, but I did not have the picture sleeve. Can't wait to put that in my collection. And Whatever Happened to Rosemarie, another great Connie Francis number with a pristine condition picture sleeve. Fantastic stuff. Don also sent me a few other things. that we had actually discussed when we went through on our last Finding Your Music Mojo. We went through one of Dawn's boxes of the massive 30,045 she bought, and we were just pulling something, and she threw a few aside for me. Dawn, let me know if you did clean these or not. If you're not, if you didn't, I will. I haven't had time to listen. I just opened the box this morning. I got here like Thursday. The Beach Boys. I do not know this. It is Susie Cincinnati and Add Some Music to Your Day on Brother Records, which is distributed by Reprise Records. A classic I don't believe I had on a single, and I love this song, Georgie Girl, The Seekers. The movie, not so much. These boots are made for walking, and the city never sleeps at night, with a jukebox insert from Nancy Sinatra. Nancy and Lee, Some Velvet Morning, and Oh Lonesome Me. I'm not sure which was the A-side on those. And 100 Years and See the Little Children. Again, Nancy Sinatra, who I am a huge fan of. I cannot thank you enough, Dawn, for these great 45s. And like I said, let me know about the cleaning on those, because we had mentioned that I could do it or you could do it, whichever, because it wasn't a big deal. Now, those all came from Whatnot, Tuesdays at 7. This massive pile of CDs came from New England Cajun Roots Resellers Hump Day auction on Wednesdays. They've been having a $1 CD blowout. And God, that's not been good for me. Because I'm not all the way through my CDs yet, re-ripping. I'll talk about that later. But I picked up 40? I think there's 40 CDs here. They're all, almost all, New Age or smooth jazz or something along those lines. Because I love that stuff. And I have a lot, but I don't have that much. And I don't think I have, I think I had only, when I went through this, I think I only ended up doubling one or two of them, because it's hard for me to remember everything I had. I'll talk about that in a minute. As a gift, Mary popped in 2 extra CDs. I'm assuming because I spent so much money. This one, Mary, thank you. Herb Alpert, Definitive Hits. This has got everything on it. Tijuana Brass, solo stuff. I did not have this, Mary. Thank you for that. And our Carlos Nakai, which you will hear quite frequently here. I bought everything he had up there. This is Sundance season. Love his stuff. I had a couple, but I didn't have any of the ones she had to offer. Now, the ones I actually paid for. The Romantic Sea of Tranquility, Chris Valentino. I know, people are going, oh my God, are you serious? He's buying that crap? WHA, W-H-A, exclamation point, which appears to be the label. JJJ, or Jai Jai Jai, is the group. It's world music. Hindu music. A ton of the stuff from Dean Evanson. This is Dream Streams. I love his stuff. I have a couple of his already. Sacred Spirits. We sold this when I worked for Transworld. It is an incredible album. I don't know why I never bought it. It is absolutely amazing. Spyro Rites of Summer. I don't have much of them. I have mostly singles by them. And I like their stuff. They're smooth jazz fusion style. Tangerine Dream and Canyon Dreams. I got this for $1. Originally retailed at Music Matters for $14.98. Big deal on that one. Roger Whittaker, Tales of Comfort and Joy. This is a Christmas album. Love Roger Whittaker. I'm going to move these over here in small piles just to keep them manageable. Ow. And then bang my knee on my desk. The next, I don't know how many here, and they're mixed into both piles, are our Carlos Nakai. There's Fourth World, Earth Spirit, back to Spyro Gyra and Love and Other Obsessions, Back to Nakai, Desert Dance. Spyro Gyra, Road Scholars. Maynard Ferguson, Stars. Nawang Ketchog, I think it says. Sounds of Peace. This is Native American Flute. This is one I already had. I love this album. So if you guys, maybe I'll throw it in somebody somewhere. Otmar Lieber and Luna Negra, The Hours Between Night and Day. Incredible music on that one. Carlos Nakai, Sanctuary. Nakai again, this time with the quartet, Ancient Future. Otmar Lieber again. I'm not going to try and butcher. I can't. I think it says Learning Into the Night in English. It's only on the spine in English. It's in what looks like Italian on the cover. Spyro Gyra, featuring Jay Beckstein. Fast Forward. Acoustic Alchemy, beautiful game. And we're going to move these over. Peter Cater and Snatum Core, Heart of the Universe. Solitude Series, Stream of Dreams. Can't resist this because I love this woman. Diana Ross, the Millennium Collection. This has some of her best stuff from the 70s and 80s on it. Flute for Relaxation. Various artists. Elton John Duets. I do not know if I have this. I might. I know we played it a lot when I worked for Transworld. This, look at this. This is actually a RCA Record Club copy. See that? Or by this point, BMG Music Service. There's some great stuff on here. I mean, really good stuff. And the best thing is RuPaul and Elton doing Don't Go Breaking My Heart. Really great. Paul Horn and R. Carlos Nakai, Inside Monument Valley. Canyon Trilogy, R. Carlos Nakai. Nakai again, Inner Voices. Mythic Dreamer, music for Native American flute. You guys have not heard this music by him. He is an amazing artist. The Best of Nakai, In Beauty We Return. 20 years of Native American flute music. This has got stuff from all of his prior albums, so it's basically a hits collection. Changes. I told you I bought a lot of Nakai. Dean Evison and Soul Food, Spa Rhythms. Chuck Lavelle, Forever Blue, Solo Piano. I picked this up because I lost it when I lost the drive. Dawn sent me a copy of MP3, but I thought, you know, I'll grab the disc while I can. Carpenter's Christmas Portrait Special Edition. This is the one, I believe this mushes both of the Christmas albums into one disc. I'm not sure. I'll have to look. Dean Evison, Healing Sanctuary. Songs of the Rainbow World from Nakai, Emergence. Dean Evison and Li Zhangting, Tao of Healing. We played this all the time around this time of year when I worked for Transworld because it is just awesome. Celtic Twilight Lullabies. The whole Celtic Twilight series is awesome. Otmar Lieber, In the Arms of Love, Lullabies for Children and Adults. And I might have this one too. I'm not sure. I don't think so. I think we just had it at the store when I worked for Transworld. Otmar Lieber, Luna Negra, and Solo Parti. I have so much great stuff here. And it is going to take me so long to hear it all. But I don't mind a bit. Dawn and Mary are on everywhere. This last week they were so busy they did like 5 different shows. They are on every Tuesday at 7, Whatnot. They had to cancel the past week's show because they had some technical difficulties. Whatnot updated their system and OBS isn't acting right with it, but Dawn is going to work it out this weekend, and I'm supposed to help her do that. And hopefully they'll be back to normal this coming Tuesday at 7. You can also see them auction stuff off on New England Cajun Roots Resellers Auction every Hump Day auction every Wednesday. They were on Johnny's Friday auction this week too. And of course they host Chick Chat Tuesdays and Thursdays at noon on Two Hip Chicks channel. Tuesdays regular chat, Thursdays is Say Sale Bingo, and Dawn also is doing some 45 plays, all the ones that she play grades for Whatnot and more, and those are going to be going up twice a week now. And Weird Album Wednesday when she could find a weird album for it. A lot of great stuff. Whole schedule's right there. In any case, Dawn and Mary, you guys are amazing. I don't know if you guys ever sell out of these 45s. I don't know what I'm going to do, but of course I don't have any room for more. It's getting worse and worse. Dawn and Mary, thank you. Love you guys.
Hey gang, we've got merch. Show off your love for all things TKR. Find t-shirts and more in the TKR swag shop. Click on the link in the show description. 2 solid hours of your favorite dance music classics. Crank up the speakers, turn on the mirror ball, and trip the life fantastic. It's Saturday Night Disco Party. Saturdays 11 p.m. US ET, TKR VC on YouTube. A different top hits countdown from hundreds of radio stations around the world each week. Radio Retro Countdown, Sundays 4 p.m. US ET, TKR VC on YouTube.
Welcome to Switzerland.
Herzlich willkommen in Basel. Welcome to Basel!
There are tons of acts coming out on Eurovision. I know you guys don't follow Eurovision the way I do, but I keep trying to get you lured in. This year's 2025 playlist is available. If you go down to my playlist, up to my playlist thing, I'm adding the songs as they come out. There'll be 6 more by the middle of next week. We're almost all the way to all 38 countries, I think, that are participating this year. I've only listened to 2 or 3 of them. The Australian one I'm not real thrilled with. A few of the other ones. And I'm going to listen to all of them once they all get released. That's usually the way I do it. Eurovision will be coming up in mid-May. Let me get the exact dates here. From Switzerland this year, after they won last year with Nemo's The Code. From the city of Basel. And it is going to be, of course, a fantastic time for all. The dates, if you're interested, and I hope you will be, are, oh, come on, May 13th, 15th, and 17th at 3 p.m. Eastern Time, 12 noon Pacific Time, U.S. Right now, I am assuming Peacock will be carrying it again this year, but if not, it will be available live on YouTube. With no commentary and no geo-blocking. And, of course, you can vote. It's 99 cents a vote if you want to vote for your favorite song. And we get counted in the rest of the world. So it's a lot of fun. And I will be talking more about Eurovision as we get closer and closer to the time. But I just wanted to give you an update on what's going on. And full coverage will begin in April.
Stay ahead of dangerous weather no matter what the season. Stay aware and stay safe. PNR WeatherCentral on YouTube. Jump into the time machine and find out the #1 hits of a chart year from a variety of music sources. Flashback tracks, Thursdays 4 p.m. US ET, TKR VC on YouTube. An hour of lively discussion about music from two huge music fans. Finding Your Music Mojo with TC and Dawn. Live alternate Mondays, 7 p.m. USET. TKR Video Central and Two Hip Chicks on YouTube, and TKR Video Central on Twitch.
So as I told you a couple weeks ago, I have to go back to work. I've been working from home, strictly from home, for over 5 years now. I am going back to the job twice a week starting later this month. So I'm going to be cutting back my little time area that I have to work on things. But it shouldn't affect me too much. But one of the things I am trying to get done, I'm trying to get most of the rebuild done before I go back to work. I am now almost 2/3 of the way through my filed CDs. Now, when I say filed CDs, these are CDs I already have recorded on my online service, collectors.com. These are already filed there. I have 5 or 6 more bins of non-filed stuff, including this pile I got from Mary. But I am now almost 2/3 of the way through that. I have the way I divide my stuff. I have all my male, female, duos and groups from pop, rock, country, R&B, all done. Soundtracks are all done. Most of the greatest hits are done because I ripped them because I needed them for disco and AM 70s. I will start work on the new age stuff probably later today. I have a wrestling section. It's going to be, I always keep it separate because I have, this is all music from wrestling. Not all WWE either. Some of it's ECW, WCW, indie stuff. I have all this from wrestling. I have a lot more to do, obviously, but I just checked my new drive. When I started this, after this disaster that happened the day after Christmas, I determined it wasn't going to happen again. I bought a brand new drive. I bought an SSD drive for my media library. I have got almost all my CDs ripped. As I said, more than close to 2/3 of the filed ones ripped. Haven't even used a full terabyte of the 5 terabyte drive yet. So I am over the moon because I'm going to have so much room, and I will have plenty of room when I start digitizing the singles and the single tracks off the albums eventually. But one thing I have found, I haven't been through a lot of my music over the years much. I tend to go back to the same stuff. I think everybody tends to go back to the same stuff that they love. One thing that I am noticing as I am re-ripping my CDs is, one, I had a lot of promos from Transworld and DiscJockey.com, and a lot of them are stuff I would never normally listen to. I have 3 albums by Saliva. Why would I even have that? I'm not into that kind of stuff. I have stuff from bands. Anybody know who Cara's Flowers is? That was Maroon 5 before they called themselves Maroon 5. I have that. I can't stand Maroon 5 either, but I like that album. And like I said, there's still a ton of new age to go. I got all the hit discs to go, and I still have a ton more to download. I haven't even started the eMusic or the promo stuff that I get. But that I can do over time. I'm making good progress. I feel good about getting this done. I have this thing that Dawn sent me that I can't wait to get ripped. I've ripped a bunch of new stuff I bought for AM 70s, which is very cool, and you'll be hearing it starting this week. And thank you, by the way. Everybody has been so cool with that show, and everybody seems to like it. I hope everybody will continue to listen. It's getting slowly coming back to normal. Obscuria returned this past Thursday with the 2 songs that I had from Christmas week that were supposed to be on, and this week we will start all new. I'm redesigning the look, and it'll premiere in April. I'm going to be doing the same with AM 70s and Disco Party, I think, later on. Radio Retro's final show of the season will be tomorrow. and it will be back in late April. I need some time to regroup. I want to redo the opening and find some new stuff. So I'm going to take a few weeks off with that, as I do every year. And so that'll be back after this week. It'll probably be back in late April or early May, after I have time to get things done. And I will be getting Classic Charts Countdown back, I think, by the first part of April. I just haven't had time to get all the stuff together yet. It's ripped again, but I haven't got it all together. Flashback tracks not affected by this. It'll be continuing on Thursdays. And of course the weekend shows. Saturday Night Disco Party has been such a big hit for me, and I really appreciate that. I enjoy doing that. I get comments on it from all over the world every week, and I cannot thank you enough. I'm starting to upload that to my Mixcloud account also, so if you're over on Mixcloud and you want to hit us, TKR Mixcloud, those will be available. AM 70s will be there available in a few weeks also. AM 70s is Disco Party's new Sunday night companion show. It runs from 8 to 10 Sundays, and if you haven't checked it out, we had premiere weeks 2 weeks in a row, and I'll be doing another premiere at the beginning of every month, but from the next 2 or 3 weeks it'll just be the show. Lots of great 70s music, lots of stuff that you don't think you remember, but you actually do, and I hope that you will enjoy watching that as well. And that's helping me keep my even keel while my other shows are not operative. Label Nova, Vinyl Recall, and Influencers, I don't know when they're coming back. Probably this summer. I really need to get time to get everything finished before I can get back into those. And I'm realizing my time constraints are going to be crazy. And I have a couple more long form show ideas that I'm thinking about now. And also the Mixcloud stuff, which I'm hoping to launch in April. So we'll see. I'm not sure where I'm going to be, but I wanted to give you an update on where I am with the rebuild. And it's coming along. And I feel like I've gone over the hump and am headed downhill again. And I got a lot more. I mean, I have so many new CDs from Mary over the last 3 weeks. I've got these 2 piles and 2 more boxes just from Mary, Dawn and Mary, the last month. And then I have 3 plastic bins full of stuff I bought from Dawn and Mary and from Adam at Record Crate and a few other places over the last 2 years that I need to get re-ripped. Those had been ripped already. And then all my hit discs. So I'll probably be ripping for the next month and a half. I'm aiming for May 1st to get everything done, including the downloading stuff. We'll see what happens. In any case, I just wanted to keep you up to date on what was going on, and that is inside the booth this week.
Like what you see? Level up! Become a TKR patron. We can always use more supporters of our channel. Click on the Patreon link in the show description. If you like what you see on YouTube, don't miss the rest of the story. News, reviews, chart library, in-depth profiles, commentary, and more. Check out my full website, thekirkhamreport.com.
I am going to mosey on out of here. Don't forget, this is our week for Finding Your Music Mojo. Dawn and I will be on live Monday, March 9th at 7 p.m. I have not heard back from Dawn yet on what the suggestions I've made, and now somebody else is doing something really similar, so we may not want to do that this week, but it'll be coming up shortly. I'm not sure what the topic will be, but it'll be on my channel, simulcasting on 2 Hip Checks Monday at 7 p.m. And I hope you'll check it out. I also hope, as I said just a few minutes ago, you'll check out my weekend shows, Saturday Night Disco Fever, Saturdays at 11 p.m. Eastern, and AM 70s, or Sunday night AM 70s, theoretically, technically, Sundays at 8 Eastern. Lots of great music coming that way and coming your way as well. We all know I'm not going to be able to have any self-control when it comes to Dawn and Mary's sales, although they're done with the CDs. Mary said they're almost out, so... well. Well, I'll have to start saving up for really expensive stuff again. There are some new releases coming out that I'm interested in too. But there's a lot of stuff going on around here, as I've told you over and over again, and I hope that I'll be able to keep things going. But if not, I'll let you know what's going on. I also want to remind people right now. I brought it up on the community page last night, and I brought it up on the show a couple weeks ago. But this new bill that is going through the Oklahoma State Legislature that is designed to screw the heck out of storm chasers has got to be defeated. If you live in the Oklahoma area, write your local congressman and your local senator for the state and tell them do not support this bill. It is basically designed to allow legacy media to control everything, and we cannot have that. It will be a disaster of immense proportions, not just for the storm chasing community, but for the general public who need quick, accurate tornado warnings and severe thunderstorm warnings, and they will not be able to get them if this bill passes. Stop this bill. You can go check the link in the community notes to check out Matt Capucci's latest update on it. He is a senior meteorologist for myradar.com, and he knows his stuff. I urge you to check it out. And please, if you live in that area, let them know you do not support this bill. We're coming up on storm season, and this is not the time to be debating this stuff. If you have already subscribed, thank you. I appreciate you listening to my soapbox. If you haven't, please do. I would really appreciate it. I'm 1,100 plus and climbing, and I really appreciate all the amazing subscriptions that suddenly exploded out of nowhere back in late October because of a disco party, and I'm hoping that will continue. I do continue to add new subscriptions every week, and I can't thank you enough. There will be some changes. I hope that you'll support us on Patreon. There will be some changes to the Patreon coming in April. It's going to go up $1, and you will get early access via Patreon to several of my shows, and hopefully that will interest you in supporting us. We can use all the support we can get, and I would appreciate it. Right now it's $2.99 a month. It's going to go up to $3.99 or $4.99 a month with this new incentive, but I hope that you'll be there to support us. In any case, I hope you all have a wonderful week as we head into spring. Don't forget, this is Daylight Savings Time weekend. Set your clocks back an hour, forward an hour. Spring ahead, fall back, forward an hour. Tonight, Sunday morning at 2 a.m. So tonight before you go to bed, don't forget, you're not actually going to bed at 11. You're going to bed at midnight. Does that make any sense? Oh, I hate daylight savings time. I wish they'd figure out what to do with this in Congress. It's just ridiculous. In any case, for all the fans everywhere and everywhere watching around the world, and Mrs. Calabash wherever you are, and if you get that reference, you're old like me. I'm TC Kirkham, the Kirkham Report and TKR Video Central. I will see you on the interwebs all over the place all week long. Ciao, baby.